Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn how to automate Android application using ZeuZ Test Automation Framework. So once you installed your ZeuZ node, you will get an application for UI Automator Viewer. This is by Android Studio. And you'll also need to install simulators if you are going to work with a simulator, or you can also use a real device connected to your computer. Once you have your application to be tested installed, you'll need to identify the package name. One easy way to identify the package name is using this application called Package Viewer. So you can download that from Android's App Store. And to search for your Google map is what the example that we're going to be using today. So if you just click on the search button here and type in maps, it should take us to the map application. Once you click on the map application, you will see that there are two lines. The first line is the package name and the second line is the activity name. We just need the first line here. So in this case, I'll just click on copy. Okay, so now I've just pasted the item that was copied. So just keep it in a notepad or anywhere you want to store that information. So now next items, we are going to actually inspect our application. So we'll just go ahead and launch the application manually. And in order to inspect application, you just have to launch the UI Automator Viewer. There should be an icon that will get installed when you install ZeuZ Node for Android Studio, Android platform. And now we just simply click on this button here. This will automatically scan the current page that you're looking at. And we can just enter or highlight or click on the items that we want to interact with. In this case, let's assume that we're going to search for an item, and then we'll hit you have text equal to search here. So that's basically our element parameter name and element parameter value, and that's pretty much it that is involved in identifying Google or Android applications. Now we'll just go to log into ZeuZ.zeuz.ai. Let's go ahead and now create a test case to run this application. So we'll go to create test case. It says search Google map address. And in this case, we'll have to select the mobile platform that we want to run it on. We can select Android and iOS. So let's go ahead and submit this new test case. Now that we have created our skeleton of the test case, we'll go ahead and update our steps. So the first step is basically to launch the Android application. So we'll go ahead and click on Add Action, and we'll filter our mobiles so you can see all the mobile actions. And now we'll go ahead and select Launch Android Application. And you can see that the launch, it just requires the package name, so we'll add the action. Now we've already saved it in our previous example, so we'll just go ahead and select the package name. So just from the COM part and replace the package name and save it. This will automatically launch the Google Map application. And we'll just rename this step. And save it. Okay, so now that we have, I'm just going to refresh the page so I have the steps name updated as well. And now I'm going to go ahead and add the action below. I'll say that search an address. Search an address. Click enter. Now that we have created our second steps, we're going to interact with this item. Add action. And again, apply the mobile filter, enter text, and add action. It's looking for the information about the element parameter and the value. So I'll go ahead and look for the item here. So if we want to enter information here, it would be text equal to search here. So you can just copy that and paste it here and text here. And whatever we want to search for. So in this case, CN Tower is what I'm selecting. Okay. Now, once you actually use the application, you'll notice that if you type in CN Tower, it doesn't automatically search for it, and there is no search button. So you have to physically click on the keyboard and return key or enter key. So we need to do that. So apply mobile and return. So this action here is the key press. There are a bunch of other features here. I'll just go through this quickly. So if you visit this link on Android development page, you'll see all the key events that you can send. So if you have a specific key events that were not listed here, then you can just put raw and the actual event, and that will basically translate into the actual key press. What we have done is we have converted most of the commonly used key codes into a string that is more familiar with what we are used to, different action. So in this case, we're gonna select a return. So I'm just gonna copy this, add action, and return. So this will perform the key press return key on the keyboard. And this will now result in entering the search for the on our simulator. So this will perform what we just did, right, like that. Now we need to click on direction. Refresh this page by clicking on it one more time, and it will now reload this page with what we're seeing here. And I'm just going to click on direction here, and as you can see, the text is direction. There are other items here. Sometimes you may have to provide more than one items, but in most cases, in Android phones or iOS, you'll probably be okay with providing only one, as long as it's the most unique items here. And that's all. So this is how you interact, enter text, and then you can save text. All our actions for web, mobile, desktop are pretty much identical. All right, so we'll go ahead and run this test case.